Okay, we should be live. We should be good to go. Let me get a. Do I have earphones or a proper headset that I can use? My heater is now off, so that shouldn't be blasting in my ears while this is ongoing. But in any event, this is the first stream in a while. It's been a busy season. God, it's been a busy season. This is the first stream since I think my first convention, AnimeCon, which was in late February. So we went all of March, I think, without having time to stream. Yo, Jojo, what's good? How you doing, man? Welcome. I think I'm just gonna use my headset for like my PS5 and just plug this in so I can hear, and then I'll turn in the sound settings in game so that we can just listen to the in-game music. We go settings, music on. How loud is that going to be? It's pretty quiet, actually. Oh. Okay, no, that's not bad, actually. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yo, Mobimon, how you doing, friend? I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I am... Oh, to be honest with you, I am... So I came off of I'm gonna just play some games in the background and like chill and talk, and then if anyone comes through who feels like playing, I'll hop in with them and like do some teaching, do some playing, and go back and forth. I'm exhausted right now. So we just got back from doing AnimeCon. Sorry, not AnimeCon. We did CardCon 3 last weekend, and it was. I'll tell you, it was something, right? Like I found myself a little distressed afterwards. The convention itself was great. The organizers were lovely and everything. I'm gonna be doing a video like explaining the experience of what it was like. But if AnimeCon was a great like experience for TGN, this one not so much, right? CardCon wasn't as good for us. But it was a learning experience, and so that in and of itself is invaluable in a way. And we'll go some protection. Let's also put let's put some of this on the field. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that setup. Yeah. It was it's defensive. Shoot, we're screwed. Okay. The AI is playing defensive. To be honest, actually, I think we're fine. The Reaper subset is the best subset for dealing with a defensive lineup. We will go incinerate and we will burn. It really does not matter, actually, who we choose to burn. Let's go with you at the back. I'm going to be using this as a way to learn how to play. Oh, absolutely. Feel free, my friend. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, right? We activate Reaper's Hollow. Increase Umbrage's attack by 100 by paying 100 life points of our own. You see it at the top there, how that disappears. But we get original attack added on. The Reapers are the most aggressive deck in the game, and so if we're up against the AI in a defensive format, there's just nothing that they can do. So movement phase 1 rolls around, battle phase 1 rolls in. The only card on the field who can attack is Umbrage, and I'm going to say no, just because I want to sort of hold position, right? I don't want to screw myself. Which I'm liable to do. So, how the Reaper subset works is Umbrage the Reaper is our big beat stick, right? He's our big beater. He is our big offensive monster, but he is the only card in the deck who is ready to fight off jump. Everyone, like, Umbrage is ready to be, how do I put this? In terms of fighters, in terms of offensive cards in the game, Umbrage is probably the strongest, right? But let me think, do I want to do anything else here? I can go 1, I can go 2, for runes, I can go, I think we hold position a little bit. Let's go freeze. Yeah, we'll freeze to buy a little bit more time. So, Umbrage is ready to start swinging from turn 1 of the game. He is legitimately like the scariest, probably the strongest offensive beater in the game. And then, what's it called? And then, yeah, he's the strongest offensive beater in the game. he is a terrifying force to go up against, but then the rest of the deck is relatively small and squishy until you give them the time to build up. Like, for example, this card, Reaper's Sickle with Death's Embrace, each turn she can boost any card you control by 50 attack or defense. So little by little, over the 6 turns of the game, you can get a total of 300 added stats on her. So I'm going to put it on herself and start boosting her up little by little. But again, that takes time. Everything else that they do takes time. And so I'm going to give myself some room to build a little bit. I'm going to discard a card from my hand in order to activate Freeze. Freeze is a card which inflicts the isolate status condition onto the card that you target. So if I click on this, right, when a card is isolated, it can't attack or be attacked. And so it becomes like an unmovable wall, basically. And so I'm freezing my opponent's card. That way I will not be forced to attack into it. So I have more time to set up, right? I'm low-key mad I didn't know you were gonna be. Yo, Leaf, how you doing, my G? Didn't know gonna be at AnimeCon. I sort of booked a flight. Also, hey, long time no see. My goodness, no. So don't even sweat AnimeCon because it was one of many, right? We're gonna be doing a lot of AnimeCons. We were at AnimeCon London. We're gonna do more AnimeCons this year. I'm trying to go to the one in Belfast. There's gonna be a second one in London, and also we're gonna be at MCM Comic Con. We're gonna be at MCM X EGX. We have a whole like shell scheme, like. We're going to be one of the bigger stalls at MCM EGX this year. That's in November. And then we're also going to AnimeCon in Birmingham in, I think, October. I'll have to double check. It's at the NEC. So, like, if you ever want to stop by for a convention, bro, we're doing that's one of the main ways that I'm trying to put the game out there this year. Okay, so we did not draw anything offensive. I was buying all that time hoping that we would draw something offensive to give us, like, more to do here. Right, because once we make this first push, there is no way for us to get through again. How much attack does Mraiga have, actually? 50 attack is something. I'll take it. I'll put you in the assault zone at 50. That's a defensive card. I shouldn't be using it offensively, but I'm going to anyway. And I guess we can card exchange to drop Shield Wall and draw an extra card. Yeah. And that is our strategy for turn 3, right? But yeah, no, long time no see. I hope you've been good. I hope, oh my god, I've forgotten your girlfriend's name. No, it's been so long, but I hope she's doing well. I hope she's good. Oh, what was her? I feel so bad that I don't remember it off the top of my head. My goodness. I mean, it feels like, because we haven't spoken in like, I don't think I've seen your girlfriend in like 2 years. A year and a half, 2 years, something like that. Do you have any plans to release physical cards for this game in the future? Yes. So, that's a recent development. Initially, if you asked me before, the answer was going to be no. This game was always planned to be or rather, it was originally planned to be a physical TCG. That was the original plan from jump, right? But what then happened was the planning for this game was happening around COVID, right? So COVID hit and I was like, oh shoot, what if we never get to go outside again? Let me not make a physical TCG. I decided to make it digital instead. And that's how it's just been for a long time. But at CardCon, I sort of realized that a lot of people who are collectors just want physical cards. And so I decided that, okay, maybe, because we did, our sales at CardCon were poor, bro. Like, it was actually painful. We went out sorry. Like, we were in the back. It was a whole thing. But it made me realize, okay, maybe some physical, like, exclusive collector's product. I'm never going to do a thing. Right, shoot, I messed up. I have messed up horrendously. Everyone is going to die. Oh, wait, I messed up. All of these other cards are going to be forced to attack. Right, these 2 cards will be forced to attack this turn because they've been on the field for 1 turn or longer, and Umbridge has already used his 1 attack of the turn. He's not going to be able to protect them, which means that I'm just going to be forced to lay in. No. Okay, yeah, all that stuff. There was a strategy that I did with the Forest Guard subset for this that actually worked, so I really thought I had something. Apparently, no, I didn't. I really thought I cooked. I'm so glad I put Mraiga on the field to back Umbridge up, because if not for that, we would have just lost. In fact, we might still just lose here. Right? We might just lose. What turn is it? It's turn 4. Okay, so we can count the numbers on this. Corey also... Oh, snap, okay. Well, so I don't know if it was a bad breakup or a good breakup or a mutual breakup. Oh, mutually. We ended that relationship mutually ages ago. Okay, so Mazel Tov. Fair enough. You guys are cute together, but if it wasn't for the best, it wasn't for the best. Bless up, bro. Oh, that's sick. Old age getting to you already? Yes. What was I saying? I was saying something about the physical cards. Gosh, why am I like this? Oh, what can I do? I've messed this up. I wish I could explain to you just how poorly I have played this. I wish I could explain to you just how, because what I've realized with time is that I'm actually not good at my own game. Like, I can cast for my own game. I'm gonna enjoy playing my own game. Once this game becomes like, once more people pick it up and really start getting into it and playing it, I don't know that I'll be a top player. Like, I don't know that I'll be a top player. Oh, right, so no physical TCG due to the COVID era, and then, right, so, at CardCon, someone raised the idea of this, and I think it's a path that I'm actually going to be going down, is we're not going to have, like, locals, right? There's not going to be, like, physically supported versions of the game, where, like, okay, there are events and this and that, but in terms of having collector sets, this game lends itself to a board game format, right? We carnage to make sure that we can wipe out their entire defensive line. But yeah, this game lends itself to a board game format where, let's say that I made a box, right? An exclusive collector's edition box, like maybe 500 of those things, where it's like, oh, hey, in this box there are 4 viable decks, along with like some minor subsets, and like basically like a condensed version of all of the cards for that year of the game, right? And you get a map, like a board and everything, and you can just play. Like, you have a friend over, you can just play, and you guys just build the decks, and like you have all the resources that you need, and make it like a board game rather than like a collector's like TCG type beat. That's sort of what I'm currently thinking. So with each year, because each year has a new expansion of cards, well, let me rephrase. Each year has 12 expansions of cards, but each year is listed as like its own thing. So for each year, do a collection of those 12 expansions and put them in a physical box for people who are interested in like being a collector, and there'll be like limited versions of that. So there would be like, for example, maybe, oh, I said 500 of them things in circulation, so like something like that. So that way it's like, okay, one, I don't want to overextend. If people aren't that hot on it, then they're not that hot on it. But also, two, I feel like it'll be a fun thing for collectors and people who are like really supportive of the game to then be able to play it physically as well. So there will be stuff for the physical. I think it's very rare for the creators to be top players in their own games. Although my community is small, I get flamed for being terrible. Fair play. Fair play. Because, like, I don't know, there's a lot going. I promise I'm not dumb. I promise that there's a lot going on in my head, just not like being good at card game stuff going on in my head. I've lost this game, I'm pretty sure. I don't know that there's a single thing that I can do to turn this around. I think that I have objectively and wholeheartedly thrown, and I can only apologize. Yeah, there's nothing I think I can do here to turn this around. I can summon you in an offensive position. My opponent goes down to 450, but it is turn 5. I've got 1 turn. I'm going to do 50 damage on this turn. They're going to spend, so 50 damage will be at 400. The next turn they'll spend 200. They'll be at 200 left over. I'll do another 50, but they still won't die. And to beat the AI, normally on turn 6, whoever has highest life wins automatically. But when you're playing against the AI, that doesn't work, because there are so many ways that you can cheese out a win against the AI very easily. So you have to actually beat it and reduce its Nexus gauge to 0. So with the cards at my disposal, I don't have, because Umbrage is already over here, there's nothing else in my deck that gets past a 300 wall. Right? There is nothing else that I will draw in this deck that will get me over that wall in 1 turn. So yeah, this is an L, right? I have nothing to go and support Umbrage as backup. So that's an example of how you lose at the Summoners Nexus TCG. That's an example of how to not play the game, I suppose. Well, no, Moby, tell me a little bit about your game. What's your game about? Right? Like words. I stutter sometimes. People who know me and have been around for a while know that I stutter when I get a little bit excited, which probably should work on that. You would think that by now that would have gone away, but not really. We'll go random again. We'll go hard again. Let's go Forest NBK. Let's go Forest NBK and see what we can do. Right? By the by, so exactly, like the people who've been here for a while know what's up. They know that that's what I'm like. But yeah, no, tell me a little bit about your game. I'm curious, please, if you don't mind, right? Okay, so playing, and this is why the random mode is actually challenging, because I don't know what I'm up against, so I'm just going to open, like, a standard Forest NBK suite, and pray, and hope for the best. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Because Forest NBK, there are a lot of different ways you can open. There are a lot of different ways you can open this strategy. And since I don't know what my opponent is doing, like the safest way would be with a double incinerate strat. You know what? I'm going to do the double incinerate strat. I don't know why I was doing all that yapping. We're going to go double incinerate. We're going to go Forest Guard startup. And we're going to go Forest Woodland. And just hope that it's not a defensive suite. Balanced! Okay, we got balance, right? You learn to speak proper English one day, so you would think, I'm an English teacher as well, you would really think, you would hope that I would have learned to speak proper English by now, but yeah, hopefully someday that skill develops. Okay, so up against the balance suite, I'm not even scared. I'm not even a little afraid. I'm not even a little frightened. We are going to activate tutelage. So the Forest Guard subset works differently from the Reapers. Rather than being this top heavy aggro deck, they're probably the second most flexible deck in the game, where they're intended to be a control-based strategy, or that's how I envisioned them when I created them. And then what I ended up actually creating was like a mid-range offense and defense, where they with a few control elements here and there. But it's mostly the mid-range offense and defense that they are known for. We will incinerate. Let's incinerate Think Saul. Oh wait, actually, am I dumb? Am I about to lose? Wait. Shoot. Okay. We need to incinerate you. And then we need to place a counter on Calpabanian. Then we need to think, don't get this wrong. We need to Forest Woodland Calpabanian. Forest Woodland on Calpabanian to boost him up. He'll go up by 50, right? We place another counter on him. Now he's going to go up by 100. Then we place more count. Okay, I know we're safe. We're safe. We'll place this one on Entity. He should go up to 300, so he should live the next attack. He should live the next attack if I'm not really bad at this, right? Forest Woodland boosts us up. Beautiful, 300. Incinerate knocks our opponent down by 50, so we win that fight. We will not be attacking. Okay, I know I said that the balance was good to be up against, but actually, now that I think about it, hold on. It's just kind of scary. No, do not attack. And then we Encore on Entity. Encore on Entity allows us to retrieve a rune that was used this turn. The rune that we will grab is Incinerate. Put that back on the field. And with Incinerate set, we can just ignite another card to make the next stages of this a little bit easier. Wave End rolls around. We activate Incinerate onto Brother at the back. Okay. So right now, Mobimon, which was my game, is over. I wasn't happy enough to release it, so I essentially used it as a playtesting. So I began. Remove forest counters. Remove. Right. Use it as playtesting, so I began working on a new game which so far has around 50 cards. Okay, fun. I think one of the main things that makes it unique, however, is that every card is completely handmade by me alone. In my opinion, it gives it a type of time. That's really cool. That's actually dope, right? The cards in Summoner's Nexus are hand-drawn, but they're drawn by different people, right? I worked on it. I hired people to work on it. I had friends work on it, and that's why, like, for example, the art style between this card is completely different to the art style that you see in this card, right? So having like a holistic thing where like all of them have that same, like, the word isn't hue, but I think you get what I'm trying to say, where it's like, okay, hey, we all, like, there's this synergy in there. I think that's really cool. That's dope, man. I'm scared out of my mind. I don't actually know what the plan is here. We can go Exorcism, Forest Wall, Save Shield Wall. Whew. Are we cooked? Are we actually cooked? Hold on, wait a second. I think I might be cooked. I might... Ah! I'm gonna be sick. 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 I can't lose twice in a row, man. I can't. My heart can't take it. Okay, tutelage, go. We will tutelage. We will. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I shouldn't have put Rex on the field. We will tutelage. We will Danger Beast to boost our attack. We will Nature's Forge. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. By the way, did you buff the Gladiator subset due to Seluxis? No, the Gladiator subset got... I don't know that I would say the Gladiator subset ever really got buffed. They more so got like reworked to allow it to function a little bit better. But Saul wasn't really that involved with the Gladiators. Saul was more on like the Wyverns and the Arias and everything. I'm sorry, what phase is it? I wasn't paying attention. Are we still in... Oh, we're still in wave start. I was about to fumble the whole bag. And I legit... I fumbled. I fumbled. I fumbled. I fumbled. I fumbled. I fumbled. If you want to see some examples in the Summoners Nexus Discord, SSG, just let me know. Dude, that would be a vibe. So, I have to be careful because I will get so absorbed in looking at other stuff that I won't spend the time that I need to spend on, like, actually developing Summoners Nexus. But there will definitely be a time. It might not be in the immediate, but I would love to take a look at your stuff, bro. I would absolutely love that. We will exercise. It really doesn't matter who we do this to. We'll exercise Selenis. Place a counter on... Ooh. Yeah. We're losing. We're losing this. We're losing. This is not looking good. This is not looking good. I forgot to put a counter on Selenis. We're cooked. We're cooked, brothers and sisters. We are cooked. We are outright cooked. Entity is dead. Yep, Entity is dead. Minos. Why did I swing? Nah. I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough of myself. I've had enough of myself. I've had enough of myself. I can't. Okay, I need just a win. I need just a win. I'm still gonna be random. I'm still gonna go hard. But I just need a comfortable win. So I'm going Ancient Journey. I'm going Ancient Journey. There's no way I can lose with the Premier deck. Right? It's not happening. That's not going to happen to me. Right? So I've been thinking, do we have any alt win conditions besides what the fundamental game mechanics offer? Not currently, but there are like planned card effects. Like I might be doing like a god cards kind of thing, like okay, like a special kind of win condition for certain cards. But for right now, the only ways to win are to reduce your opponent's Nexus gauge to 0 or to have higher life at the end of turn 6. Those are the only two core ways to win the game. Alright, so I'll think this through. Don't be a dummy. Don't be a dumb dummy. We will incinerate. Let's play it slow at the outset. We'll incinerate. Do this. We'll send you out. And we'll also send out you, but we'll put you on that side. That way we can move you if we need to. Gosh, I hope I don't regret this. It's aggressive. It's aggressive. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Okay. What can I do? What can I do? Okay. That was the one thing I wasn't really prepared for. Gosh, thanks, Saul. What do you do in this situation? I think we take the hit. We pivot. We sacrifice an extra 50 points from our Nexus gauge. And we just let Nadia die here. I think we let Nadia die. And take 250 to the face. We'll incinerate onto you. And we're gonna get, yeah, we're gonna get hit for 250. We're gonna get hit for 250. Right? Incinerate goes through. We burn the opponent's card. Movement phase 1 rolls around. No one makes it far enough. We didn't use any speed enhancing abilities. So each turn, each card has the ability to make it halfway across the board. Unless they have the status effect of being quickened, in which case it can make it across 2 lengths of the board in 1 turn. Okay, now battle phase 1, Nadia dies. She just dies. There's no 2 ways about it, and we take 250 to the face. 250 to the face on turn 1 is disgusting. We swing in with Tuition. He dies. Activate Bound, so we get Tuition added back to our hand. The first time he's destroyed each game, you can add him back to the hand. And we will, yes, swing with Dominus Rex. And we're gonna make a token. When the Ancient Beasts destroy a card, they can make a token with the same stats as the card that was destroyed. What just happened? What the hell just happened? So that was a bug if ever I did see one. What the hell? I wasn't out of time. I still have 70 seconds of effect time. Okay, let's document that. I'm 26 minutes into the stream. Right? 26 minutes into the stream. Think. Notes. So what it looked like was something happened when Rex used Ally of the Ancients, right? 26. Rex used Ally of the Ancients. Plus, unless I go back and check and I did run out of time, and the game glitched, moving Rex to the assault zone. Moving Rex back to the assault zone and then freezing. Right? So I need to go and investigate that. I need to go back and check in the stream if that happened because I ran out of time, or if the game just bugged. I'm not counting that as a loss on my part. That's just my game still being in beta. Right? We train, we go in, random, hard. We're going to go in with Ancient Journey again, though. I want to change up my mat, though. I want to use something different for Ancient Journey. So let's go... What pack is this? What song is this? Nope. This is a fun one. We'll go with Escape. We will go with... Since it's an Ancient Beast deck, I'm going to change my icon as well. And what else do I want to change? Huh? What's happening? Let me go. What the heck is going on? UI looking better? Thanks. We haven't changed the shop UI in a while. But we did add, like, points so people know what each thing is. What is this? Okay, I had to touch the physical phone to make it work for whatever reason with that. And I will go for my background. Let's go with this. And since I'm playing... Oh, I've already purchased that. That's fine. I kind of want more music options, so I'm going to go to my guild shop. I've got quite a few guild tokens saved up. Let's see here. Do I want any of these? No, my guild is only level 1, so I don't have a lot of card sleeves. What is this? No, I prefer the song that I already have. Do I want any of these? This is cool, but it's not on brand. It's not on theme to what I'm playing as. And I don't have enough money for the one. I want this. I would love to. I want this one, but I don't have enough guild tokens yet. Okay, alright, that's fine. We'll go deck. We go customization, and it is my Ancient Journey deck that I'm mixing up. We will equip this. We will equip this. We will equip this. And I think I'll stick with the standard card sleeve because I actually really like the standard card sleeves in this game. Say this game like it's not my game. Alright, let's go again. Oh, I didn't change my icon. Come over here. Equip. And we head back over. Perhaps Dex boxes could also be a cosmetic. See, now I thought about that, but like the only place where the deck box is ever even like used is here, right? Where you're choosing the cosmetics for the deck. The only I guess you see it here, right? Like if you go into a game, you have the deck boxes here, but like, is that enough of a cosmetic difference that people will care? Because like you just go in and you play, you know? I do get what you mean though. Like it could be cool. It could be. It just doesn't. I don't know. I like this. I like this. Okay, all right. I have no idea what I'm up against again. We'll go Nadia in defense. Oh, now I'm scared. They've made me scared. We'll go Tuition again in assault. You know what? Let's open the same suite. I feel like that opening was solid. That opening was solid. I'm not upset about that opening. Incinerate turn 1. And there's no need for Journey's End here, is there? Just in case. Because if it's aggressive, I would love a situation. No, Journey's End wouldn't work. Never mind. Journey's End would not work in the situation that I'm thinking of. If it's aggressive, I would love to have Time Capsule. You know what? Just in case it's aggressive, we'll go Time Capsule. That last game scared me. Please? Let's go! Okay. We're good. We're good. I'm going to go with the exact same plan as last time. I'm going to move Rex over, let Nadia take the hit, still get hit this time, but at least this time I will get to still have Nadia afterwards. Right? Nadia will get bounced back to my hand. We activate Incinerate. We will start burning Sand Token again. We're not going to leap and just let that chain resolve. Right? So Sand Token gets set on fire. He's going to start losing attack over the course of the next couple of turns. We were getting smacked in the face for 250. That part was unavoidable. That part was inescapable. Movement phase 2 rolls around. We make it the rest of the distance across the field. First swing of the game comes from my opponent. He's going to take out Nadia. We respond immediately with the effect of Time Capsule. Bring Nadia back to my hand. Gimme. Gimme. Right? So we don't actually lose out on that much there. Right? Which I'm happy about. That 250. It hurts. But we don't have any rank 3s in this deck, which is good. There are no rank 3s, so we're not going to be spending a huge amount on summons. We bound back to hand, and let's see, this is the exact same set of circumstances. I've got 80 seconds on the clock, right? 80 seconds on the clock. Yes, we attack. Yes, we activate Ally of the Ancients Plus. Yes, we put it in the assault zone. And it worked just fine. So I have no idea what happened in the last game. Honestly, I could not tell you what that was. I could not tell you what that was for the life of me. Alright, fair enough. But yeah, I could have sworn Ally of the Ancients is working correctly. Both Ancients and Ancients Plus work. Turn 2. What do we got? We've got Mocus. Let's go Tuition, Wukong, and how much attack do you have left? 100. Let's take 100 to the face. I feel like I can stomach 100 to the face. Or let's throw Nadia down again. No, Boss Guardian. Boss Guardian is the play. Boss is the play. What is this? Strong Arm. I have so little time. I didn't realize that I drew Strong Arm. We go. Wukong. Opponent's defense zone. Tuition, opponent's defense zone. Nadia. And please, Strong Arm. Okay, sick. That's our play for this turn. That is our play for this turn. What Strong Arm says is you can send an Ancient Beast avatar to the graveyard to fortify another one. And since Rex is already about to die, there is no point in keeping him alive. So we send Rex to the graveyard, fortify Nadia, and we Monkey King to boost the attack stats of everything that's currently here. I should have leaped. I should have leapt. I should have leapt. I should have used leap. I should have used leap there. I should have. Is that going to come back to bite? I'm scared that that's going to come back to bite. We don't use Calm because we want to use Ally of the Ancients plus again to start making tokens. I'm confident right now. I think we're in a comfortable position. It is somewhat dependent on how we top deck, but there's a lot of good cards left in our deck. That killed him? How? Why? I thought he had 250 left. No, we only had 200 left over. Put that in the assault zone. That's bad, actually. Hold on. My inability to do math might have doomed us just now. Because we can't... I thought that... Oh. Sugar. Because now both of those cards are going to come back at 300 stats each next turn, which I am not ready for in the slightest. We do get a healthy bit of damage in this turn, though. A healthy chunk of damage. And the token survives, which is sick. And the token survives, which is sick. We can do something with that. We can really do something with that. Okay, cool. 250 to the face. And then another 200 to the face. I don't think this token is going to make it across the field in time. Is it? Is this Battle Phase 1 or Battle Phase 2? This is Battle Phase 2, isn't it? Yeah, Wave End. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Now, what do I want to do here? How do I want to play this? Give me something good off the top. Give me Mriga. Give me Mriga off the top. Shit. Okay. Okay. We will Phoenix in over there. And I kind of just want to stagger my opponent. Yeah, more so than... You know what? Instead of focusing on survival, I'm going to stagger them. Even though Boss Guardian has 0 attack, I'm going to send him up to absorb the first attack. Nadia will take the second attack. And then we will... What will we do? Do we Wandering Anim? We're going to swing in at 250. Oh, I hate mathematics. I hate math. Let's Anim and Barrier together. Yeah, we'll Anim and Barrier. We'll Anim and Barrier. Okay, so my opponent resummons those cards. They replace 50 points. Now we win. We win. We win. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. If this was a person and they had effects that I needed to be afraid of, then it wouldn't be as clear-cut who wins this battle. We'll protect you. We will use Phoenix as the barrier. This is my favorite play in the Wandering subset to do. Do not activate Rite of Ashes yet, right? So we fortify Tuition by using Phoenix as the barrier, right? And then this fortified version of Tuition will get boosted by Phoenix. We activate this. We will boost you up by 150 total, and then Wandering Anim the Phoenix back into our hand. I think it's the only card in the grave, so it's the only option for Anim. Yeah, we get the Phoenix back again to use next turn if we needed it, but we don't need it. Rite of Ashes activates, resolves, boosts us to 450, but it ignites us, takes us down to 400. Doesn't really matter though. We swing in at a fortified 400. And honestly, yeah, this part doesn't matter as much. We swing in, we won't take any damage off of this first hit, so we get to keep that tasty 400 stat line. It's going to go down to 350 next turn, but we don't really need it for anything. We do not do anything. We allow Boss Guardian to die here. Boss Guardian's Iron Will activate, allow us to draw one card, which is nice to have, but this is a GG. We're free and clear to his Nexus Gauge. Oh, now we drew Mriga. Shut up. Okay, alright, fine. We draw Mriga, but we're free and clear to his Nexus Gauge. We swing in at... Is that 300? Yeah, no, this is overkill. We more than won this time around. You see what I mean? Like, when you want a comfortable ride, Ancient Journey. Just anything with the Ancient Beasts in it is so much easier to pilot. Anything with the ancient beast is so good. It's so flexible, right? And it's so powerful again with the sustain that you get from turning your opponent's cards into tokens. Yeah, no, just play meta. Just play meta. Either the Wandering subset or some variation or version of the ancient beast subset. Is all you need, really. Like, you don't have to think as hard. You don't have to think as hard, right? I immediately won. I didn't have to try that multiple times. Play meta until the ban list comes in. No, but this game, I'm really going to try and avoid ban lists in this game. We're just going to adjust synergy ratings at the outset and see if that's enough. Maybe adjust stat lines, see if that's enough. And hopefully that keeps things in check. And then if we need to, we'll resource lock certain cards so you can still play it, but it can't be in your starting hand since you choose which 10 cards are in your starting hand. If a card is too powerful, we'll resource lock it so you have to hard draw it from the deck instead of getting to open with it consistently. So those are the 3 methods of balance that I'm going to try before I bring out a ban list. I might even try an errata before I try a ban list, but we'll see. Because like I love all of these cards. They're like my babies. I would hate to put like people in a position where they can't play with them. Because like I don't know, I love them. So yeah. Which deck do I want to try now? We'll go random again. We'll go in at hard difficulty. We've done Forest NBK. We've done Pile Reapers. Grim Knights is somewhat different. War Drums is over here, and Ancient Journey combined Ancient Beast and the Wandering subset, so we got a taste of both a little bit. Let's go War Drums. War Drums is also technically a variation on the Ancient Beast, but it relies primarily on the Arias to get us there, and also if the opponent is playing aggressive, we're cooked. If the opponent plays aggressive, we are cooked. You're opening with Ancient... with War Drums is relatively simple. You go Incinerate, and if I was being like extra cautious, I might also freeze. Do I want to save freeze? I kind of want to save freeze. It's only okay, there is a 1 in 3 chance that this comes back to bite me, right? But what are the odds that we get aggressive three games in a row? Against a regular player, I might just put freeze down here to be safe. But in this instance, I'm going to choose to play a little bit riskier. Please? Never punished. Okay, so this is the opposite, actually. This is bad in a different way. This is still very bad, just differently. I think we insta-lose. Do we just lose this? Because basically the Ancient Aria subset is all about stalling your opponent out to like turn 4, and then on turn 4 you either add even more defense or a big wave of offense in one big push. But I don't think you can win against the AI in its defensive mode with one big push. We can incinerate. I'll happily incinerate, I guess. If you have your 100, yeah, we'll incinerate you, right? But that's legitimately all that happens on this turn, right? The ancient War Drums is very slow in the early game, and against AI, you kind of want to have a quick and tactical early game, right? Like the majority of my strategy just does nothing now because I know my opponent is never going to come at me. And they're also not going to be burning life points. And we can't win on life anyway. Can I win this? You know what? Let's play it out. Let's play it out and see. I need to draw really well. Right? It will be dependent on me drawing really, really well. Is what's going to determine if I can win this or not. Turn 2 rolls around. We go, please. Something nice, something offensive. That is nice and it is offensive. I got what I asked for. I did. Think so. How do we switch this defensive deck into something really aggressive? I think I can do it. I think I can actually do this on the fly. Hold on. We go 1, confirm. 2. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Undo. We don't summon him yet. Because he's on 200. We can make this a lot easier for ourselves. We go 1. And I think that's it. Let's card exchange. We go 1 with card exchange. Right? Let's take it slow. Let's take it slow. There's no rush. There's no rush. Breathe, tranquilo. There's no rush. There's no rush. There's no rush. Right? We need to get the token generation perfect for this to work. Right? The token generation needs to be spot on or we are cooked. If at any point we do our tokens incorrectly, chorus is the effect that we want, and we will add card exchange onto that to discard 1. Let's discard exorcism because we won't need it at any point in this game. Discard exorcism and hopefully top deck a monster. Hopefully we top deck offense. Nope, we got a rune. What did we get? We got strong arm. That could prove useful. That could be helpful. That could be helpful. That could be helpful. We'll see. We'll see. Strong arm could help us out. Movement 1. And we will swing on this turn. We're just going to let her die. We're just going to let Merides die. We don't really need her anymore. Do we want to attack? Yes. Right, she's done her job. She set up her portion of the song. That's all that really matters. We just need to top deck aggro. We need to top deck a little bit of aggro here. In an ideal world. Nadia, get it. You know what? We're going to draw Nadia at some point. I would love to draw her on the last turn, but just getting it out of the way and drawing her now wouldn't end the world. Right? What do we get? Draw phase rolls around. Not bad. Not bad at all, actually. I think we play Vespera, aimed at the defense zone. Same with Invictus, aimed at the defense zone. No, not Invictus. What am I doing? We send Vespera and Leonidas to the defense zone. What am I doing? Right, send those two. Then on runes... Do I care? No, we're gonna save freeze. Oh, I've got a plan. I've got a plan. I've got a plan. I've got a plan. Yeah, I know what to do. We're not gonna attack this turn. God, we're having to play it so slow. I hope not attacking this turn is the right play. No, it's not. No, I need to attack this turn. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack. Right? I'm gonna attack. We're gonna generate a token off of this turn, right? This is the important part. Turn 3 and 4 is massive here. If I play turn 3 and 4 wrong, we do just lose. We activate outro to set up the summon of Invictus next turn. Invictus is gonna come back as a monster, and we will use Vespera to crash into both of these guys and weaken them significantly. And hopefully that's enough. Hopefully that's enough. Please let it be enough. Right? We swing in with Leonidas. Leonidas is going to generate a token for us. Right? He activates Ally of the Ancients. We get a 300 attack token. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's beautiful is what it is. Right? We put him there. And then I want Rex next turn. Please, please, please let me top deck Rex next turn. We crash with Vespera here. Because we don't need her anymore, and she's fortified, so that means she can swing into both of these guys and weaken them significantly without dying herself. So she takes both of them down to 150, which puts them in range to get beaten over by an Ancient Beast avatar, right? And generate more tokens for us. So Vespera is dead, but she's done her job here, right? She's done her job. We get one big push, I think. Right? And I think that's going to be on turn 5. I think turn 4 is, again, still a little bit of setup. We're still working our way up, right? We need to use the freeze rune on this turn, and we need Rex. Please, please, please. That's the worst thing we could have top decked. We didn't even get Nadia to use for strong arm or something like that. That is legitimately, there is nothing worse we could have top decked. Alright, I gotta go, but it was a pleasure watching, and I'm aiming to be more active in the Discord. Hey, much love, Moby. Thank you very much. Same, to be honest. I need to be more active. I spend so much time on work and development that I rarely actually, get to just hang out and play. So please, feel free. Come through anytime. We'd love to have you, man. We set freeze to stop our opponent coming up forward. Strong arm we save. I think we set... We reset your stats, and we set time capsule. Reset and time capsule, and that's how we get through this. Right? That's how we get through this turn. That's how we get through this turn. 800 life to contend with. This is not, it's not a great position. It's not a great position to be in, but that's okay. Wave start rolls around. We activate freeze immediately. We've got to. We will discard Wander Engagement up against a Wandering deck. We don't need it. We freeze our opponent in place so they don't move to block us. We Ancient Pasture to reset Leonidas back to 200 attack. And we Instruction. No, we don't Instruction yet. We don't Instruction yet. Right? So Ancient Pasture boosts us back up. Beautiful. So we have enough to comfortably clear one of them. He's going to get taken out. We swing in to the first. Oh my goodness! I'm so stupid. Okay, so we Instruction. We didn't need to reset Leonidas. We Instruction, and we give him Ally of the Ancients. We can instruct the tokens to learn the effects of the Ancient Beast subset. I just did not realize how that series of events was going to play out. I guess the math wrong in my head. We didn't need to reset Leonidas, and Leonidas isn't going to die this turn, which means that we kind of wasted, not kind of, we completely wasted Time Capsule, actually. Ally of the Ancients comes out, we generate a token off of this, which is awesome. Put it in the Assault Zone, again, awesome, but we're just going to be dealing some direct damage. We're dealing 500 to the face, which is great, but yeah, we've wasted some resources here, unfortunately. I think we won't be punished too heavily for that, because of the freeze play, because of how much good setup we've done here. Right? 200 to the face is nice. You know, I'm not even mad. 200 to the face is tasty, right? We do another 300 to the face. Another 300 to the face, and then this guy will be able to make it through next turn before he gets here, so we get another 300 in the right position. Yes, we want to attack. I think we're good. I think we can make something of this, because he's going to spend 200 life points on summon, so we only need 100 points of damage to make it through. We only need 100 points of damage to make it through here. I think we're good. I think we're in a good spot. End phase rolls around. Yeah, we lose that card, unfortunately. That was just bad planning from me. Bad logistics mentally, unfortunately, but that's okay. Draw phase, what did we get? Now I get Rex. Okay, alright, I'll put you on. I might just use you as strong arm fodder, actually. Or I use you to teach Ally of the Ancients Plus. Okay, perfect. We can do both. Why not do both? Why would we not do both? Strong Arm Fodder and Ally of the Ancients Plus. Those two cards come back. He's left with 100. Wave Start rolls around. We will immediately use Instruction. Who's going to attack first? I think Invictus actually attacks first in this situation. I think. Let's leave it. Right? Let's leave it. Invictus is still fortified, by the way. Even without... No. Even without using Ally of the Ancients, I think we're good. I think we are good, because Invictus by himself should be enough to tank a lot of this. I hope it... Damn it, Invictus isn't attacking first. Shoot. Okay, that's fine. We lose the token. We don't gain a token because we didn't instruct it. That's okay. These things happen, right? He swings in. Invictus gets to live because of the fortification from the Arias. And Ally of the Ancients does still come out. We'll make a token, put it in the Assault Zone. Doesn't really matter for right now, right? It's not really all that important for right now, because we still have Rex and Leonidas left over. Leonidas goes in for the clutch kill, and that's a GG. That's a GG. Beautiful. I need to put like a sound effect or something like that when you win, like make it more boom, right? So you feel the emphasis of it. But no, good. GG. So I'm 2 up and 2 down. I'm basically I've gone neutral, right? I've had a neutral game. If this was a tournament run, of the 4 matches I've played to the end, yeah, 2 wins, 2 losses. So let's imagine that there's 5 rounds. Let me do 1 more game, and if I win it, then I will... I mean, I don't win a prize, but I'll be happy about it. Speaking of tournaments, we're actually going to be starting those soon, which I'm excited for. I feel like that's what's actually going to put like the lifeblood into the community, is being able to play for cash prizes. They won't be insane cash prizes, but we're going to start doing like tournaments for cash prizes. I think it's going to be like, oh, for every person who enters a tournament, the pot for the tournament increases by like £1.50 or like £2 or something like that. So in a situation where we have 50 competitors, there will be a tournament pot of £100. First place gets 50% of that. Second place gets, I think, 30%, and third place gets 20%. So 20 pounds, 30 pounds, and 50 pounds. If we have 50 entrants. If we have less than 50 entrants, then obviously the pot gets smaller, but you also have to beat less people to get to the pot. So, you know, there's that, right? Okay, so, let's see here. Last game, who do I play with? I kind of want to go in with the Grim Knights. I kind of want to take in the Grim Knights. I'm a little bit scared. But I'm gonna... What do you mean it's not valid? What are you talking about? I built it. Oh, I emptied it. Oops. I don't feel like building one from scratch right now. But I don't trust Pile Reapers enough. Pile Reapers are too inconsistent. Like, I love them. They're fun to play with. They're hella fun to play with. They're very inconsistent. But I also did just misplay heavily the first time I tried it. Let's take Pile Reapers. Let's take Pile Reapers and just not misplay this time. I feel like it's a strat. We go into training, random, hard, Pile Reapers. Let's go. Easy W's, easy W's, easy W's, easy W's. Okay, so let's see. Prep phase, we go. If it's aggressive, I'm gonna want Scythe. If it's aggressive, I'm gonna want Scythe. If it's defensive, I'm gonna want Sickle. What's the best standard opening? You in defense. Put that there, put that there. And in case it's aggressive, I'm gonna set freeze just in case. Reaper's Hollow also going on the field, and that's the strat. That's how we play it. Balanced. Thanks, Saul. Am I okay with this? I think I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. We will still freeze. We will Death's Embrace. And we will increase herself by 50 attack. We will follow that up with an Incinerate onto this guy. And let's turn their offense into nothing, right? And we will also freeze him. We also freeze him. We will discard card exchange. I'm not too fussed about card exchange in this game. And we will freeze you. Last but not least, we sacrifice 100 points from our gauge. Increase... we only need 50, really. We don't need to give up 100 points. The AI will never get boosted. Okay, because I know I'm up against the AI, I'm going to play a little bit more tactical. A little bit more scared, right? So Umbrage goes up to 350. He will always be reset to 350. You're frozen in place, so you're not going to attack me this turn. You're also incinerated. So we're safe on that front. Death's Embrace boosting to be a secondary attacker in the background. And yeah, with this setup, I'm confident that we win. With the current setup, we win this game. I don't see a way that the AI comes back and beats us. We don't have anyone to help Umbrage, really. Other than, let's Carnage. Other than the card hiding behind him. But she is going to be at 150 by next turn. So by the time it's time for her to start swinging, she's already going to have like a sizable chunk to attack with, right? She's only at 100 right now, but by next turn, we're sitting pretty. He moves up. I'm going to be asked to attack here. I need to say no, because if I say yes, I'm going to lose my secondary attacker. And just like that, the entire strategy falls apart, so no. And we're going to let this thing slowly burn itself to death, right? And at that point, we just won't put any more defenses up, right? Turn 2 rolls around. We will draw. Useless. Okay, cool. That doesn't matter that much. Actually, you've got 200 attack. Think, Saul. Quick maths. 200 attack. If you lose another 50, you'll be at 150. Then on next... Okay, so we're going to put Hound in counter. We are going to put... Maybe we do nothing. No, we're going to put Cronus on the field from now. And we're not going to Call of the Immortal, because that would kind of screw us here. Call of the Immortal would kind of screw us here. Do we need any runes? Return. Nope, that's fine. Okay, cool. Let's begin. So, he comes in at 300. We're not going to attack him. This one will attack over here, though. Let's not Desembrace just yet. Right? Actually, no, let's Desembrace. Let's Desembrace at the next possible opportunity. I don't know what I was thinking there. I wasn't thinking. Desembrace, boost herself up by another 50, so we start laying into the AI. I was considering boosting him up. That way he'd be at 200 and trying to like get him into position to take on that opponent. But I don't care enough about that. Right? That's not important enough to me. Carnage activates, keeping Umbridge healthy and topped up on the front lines. Carnage takes out Umbridge. Umbridge takes out their defender, leaving us free and clear, and he gets his 300 right back. God of the Harvest activates, boosting Kronos up by 50. We could have him up to 200. He would just tie. No, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Right? I've still got the Noti for server sets. That's crazy. We haven't done server sets in ages. Alright, so we then... Yep, 150 to the face. Plus he loses another 100 on what he's just about to need to replace. And I think we do... No, we don't swing. We don't swing. We don't swing. What am I thinking? That would be insane. That would be crazy to swing in that situation. We let the wave end. Wave ends. We move on to the third turn of the contest, and we're in a prime position here to do what we need to do. This is prime positioning to do what we need. This is fine. This is fine. 150. Nope, that would be dumb. That would be dumb. That would be dumb. We leave Maraga where he is. Oh, but with Orion's Belt, what does Orion's Belt say? Orion's Belt, when this card is rank off summoned, all the cards in your defense zone gain 50. That could be bad. That could mess me up mass-wise. So no, I'm not going to summon you this turn. I can summon you. Oof, and we've got Barrier. Shoot. Okay. Let's set this. Who's going to swing first? Let's set this, and let's... You know what? Call of the Immortal. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens, right? And I don't think that a mistake here on my part will lose me the game. I don't think I'm in a range where a loss is realistic anymore. Because we're now doing 200 per turn. We're now at a point where we're doing 200 per turn. Everyone else is getting cooked. Everyone else is getting flamed on this side of the field. But on this side of the field, we've got a consistent rhythm going, right? We got lucky with the opening. We have a consistent rhythm going, made a good call. If it had been aggressive, we probably would have been cooked. We probably would have just outright lost against an aggressive AI setup. But this has actually worked out in our favor. Now, Call of the Immortal adds something interesting into the mix because we are forced to make every single Reaper card on the field indestructible, but only once, right? Now, what will matter is who attacks. Shoot, he's gonna attack first. No, because the order should have been decided before he got that boost, which means he still might not attack first. He still might not attack first. Let's see. He attacks first. Okay, fair enough. That's okay. That is actually fine. That is actually okay here, right? And then this guy is going to swing in, destroy Ward. Oh, that's unfortunate. I would have loved to keep Ward on the field for a little bit longer. Son of Hades activates. We are going to retrieve... I think there's only one card we can retrieve from the grave. Yep, Reaper's Hollow gets added back to my hand. And maybe we can do something with Reaper's Hollow to get through this wall here, actually. Call of the Dead. Do I care to use Call of the Dead? I might as... no, I'm not going to Call of the Dead. I would rather draw next turn. Call of the Dead would allow me to get the card that just got destroyed back from the grave, but it also means that I have to skip my draw phase on the next turn. I would rather draw something and potentially get an offensive card to help out Cronus over here, so we're not going to be doing that. We're just going to take 50 to the face next turn. We're in a good enough spot with our life points that I'm not afraid of losing 50 life, right? We've weakened this guy to make him basically useless without directly killing him. That's enough for me. So we'll put you in offense. We actually drew a better defender, but I'm not going to use it. We put this on the field for a little bit of a boost. That'll put you at 150. Yeah, good. We're good. This is a good spot. We've done the math. I see the formula. We lose 50, but that's okay. That's not going to kill us. In a situation where there was a mission that we needed to do that involved us staying above a certain life point threshold, that would suck. But we don't... Oh, with that 50 boost, we don't even need Reaper's Hollow. I'm going to use it anyway because I can, right? I'll boost, and then the plan was to boost him by 100. And then after Umbridge swung, he would have gained another 50 off of God of the Harvest, and we would have just been in a really good spot overall, right? Against another person, it would be suicide to just leave myself wide open like this, but it's the AI. I know what the AI's patterns are, so I know what I can expect. I know what to do, right? Now, if this we're adding in a variable mode to the AI, where each turn it does something different, rather than having like the same priorities every single time. If that happens... in that situation here, I'd be cooked. I don't actually know how you beat an AI like that. And then we're adding in we're adding in versions of the AI that use effects in a couple of months. I'm gonna be cooked. I want to make sure that the player versus the PvE experience is entertaining to an extent. So I'm trying to add in like all those features and everything. But like, yeah, I am already struggling against this version of the AI. I went 3-2. Against the AI, and I'm adding more AI, and then after that we're gonna be adding more cards in and everything. But yeah, that's what we got. Oh, those were some fun games. I enjoyed that. A lot. I do. You know what's funny is now that the game is on iOS, I have it downloaded on my phone, and sometimes I'll just play in my free time instead of opening, I don't know, Pokemon Go or like Marvel Snap, like other games that I would have played in the past. I'm actually playing my own game now, which I love so much that's something that I could do. Right, like during CardCon, I went with Nat. She came to help out because I didn't have anyone else effectively who knew enough about the game who could help me like with the stall, so she came as backup. And when traffic was low, and it was low for most of the day, but when traffic, the convention again was amazing. There were tons of people there. It's just where I was positioned, I don't think was great, and also I think I just went too big, right, in terms of like what I was planning. But anyway, in those down moments where I would have ended up getting discouraged, we just started playing. And funny enough, people came and were like, "Oh, what game is that you guys are playing?" Like that actually drove up some interest. So I'm considering things for future conventions, coming up with plans, doing all that kind of stuff. But I'm looking forward to tournaments. Tournaments are the thing that are on the horizon that I'm probably the most excited for. Tournaments will be fun. I'm really hoping so. I'm hoping that the cash prize incentive gets people to want to join, and then they actually come and they have a good time. I got an idea. Hit me with it. I'm about to sign off, but hit me with it, and then we'll hop off. Right? What you thinking, Jojo? Talk to me. Talk to me nice. Right? But yeah. Oh, I need to charge my phone. But yeah. I'm sure you're typing furiously away at your keyboard, so I'm just gonna wait here patiently. Because when Jojo has an idea, you know what? I would say you have more hits than misses, or at least more thought-provoking things missing. How big screens? How people? Jojo. Okay, so why? And this is why I love you. You think like I do. I sat down and I thought about that, and I was like, hey, what if we got a big ass screen to project the matches, so as people walk by, they can see the gameplay going on. Here's what I found though. One, if you want to have a big screen like that, you need consistent power for it. And the problem with consistent power is that means, because I have power packs that I take to events, that way I don't have to pay for power at the venues. You can pay, I think power at the venue that we were just at was like, it was either in the range of 100 to 300 pounds to have power for the day, right? Which is a lot of money on top. But it's like, okay, that's hurdle number one. Hurdle number two was, you know those standing screens that they have at like malls and stuff that are like, oh hey, you can just like see what's going on the screen like a projector. I looked, it costs like 1,500 pounds for one of those. So that disqualified that idea in my mind. The movie projector was one that I considered for this event specifically because we had a shell scheme. So we can project things onto the back of that and allow people to watch it, but we don't usually have that. The shell scheme was more expensive. I spent over 1,000 pounds to get the space that we had at CardCon. Whereas normally we would just have an ordinary vendor's table. There would be nothing for us to project off of, right? So we would need the screen so we don't have to project off of anything, but it's too expensive. You have a portable power source or something? I have one. I do have a portable power pack. I have 2 portable power packs, but the amount of voltage that thing would require, it wouldn't last. I would get like, because it's not the kind of thing that you can charge in advance. Like, it is a consistent power source sort of thing. Maybe I get more power packs. But at the end, that would be more expensive than spending the money on power, but it would work for more than one event. An army of power packs to keep it charged, maybe. An army of power packs could be useful. That would be a long-term investment, though. That wouldn't be a right now sort of thing, but that's potential. That's potential. Get a big ass generator, right? Because that would be cheaper than instead of at every event paying for power, just getting one big ass power pack that I take everywhere would be good. I just have to think on it. I just have to think on it in terms of our resources. Right now, I don't think we can afford that. But you've actually put that. I gave up on the idea. You've put it back in my head. You have put it back in my head because that could be good. But then there is also the cost of like actually buying the big ass projector thing, the big ass screen thing. But if I'm able to do that, that could be some fire, Jojo. That could actually be some fire. So thank you for putting that. Thank you for bringing that back up because I just completely abandoned it. But you've made it actually seem reasonable with like, okay, I have one power pack, and I guess I would have to gauge and see how long one power pack keeps it charged for, and then just get the equivalent number of power packs, and it would be a big upfront investment. But then I'd never have to pay for power at a convention again. I would have to pay for electricity to keep those power packs charged, but I could charge those power packs at work. There we go. So yeah. People seeing your face off can draw in the crowd. Absolutely. That could be really fun. Thank you, Jojo. I appreciate. I do genuinely really appreciate that. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hop off for the day. It was fun running some sets against Ignis, and we will just see how things go moving forward in terms of like, okay, tournament dates, getting people playing, and trying to like keep people up to date with how many new builds are available. Because there's a new build. What I'm playing on is a new build, and you actually have like private lobbies now. You can actually make private lobbies. The contest hall works. I can create a room. I've got a code. I enter the room. And if my opponent has that code, it's still right there. We can hop in. We can play a match. So private lobbies are finally working now. So we can do that. Getting an emergency generator could be a shout. You could have uses outside of the anime con. True. You never know. Right? Power goes out. We've got an emergency generator charged up. So there is that. Okay, dude. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I genuinely really appreciate it. It's nice knowing that you've got a friend hanging out with you. I'm going to hop off, do a little bit of admin work for TGN, and put some things in place to make my life a little bit easier going into the next couple weeks, right? Stay safe, Jojo. Much love to anyone who's watched in the background, like chilling, and anyone who watches this in the future. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch you.